Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 252 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're here with a new set. Magic Core Set 2021 has released, and it's fun. I like it. It's very much my kind of magic. After two sets of not my kind of magic, this one feels like my kind of magic. I feel rewarded for drafting. I feel like the power level is flatter. There's still powerful stuff, but it's flatter. It's the kind of magic that I like, so let's hop into a best of three draft and see what we do. Starting out, we've got ourselves Subira Tulzidi Caravaner, who I've seen and does good work. You obviously want to be a little bit aggro-y. You want to be kind of red-white, maybe red-black. You want to hit him in the face and hit him hard. Beyond that, I don't care about the rest of that row. This row's got a Capture Sphere. This row's got a Llanowar Visionary, and that's about it that I'm looking at for the first pick here. A lot of these cards are the same power level. You know, I would play a Goblin Arsonist in a deck. I would play a Blackguard in a deck. I would play a Battle Rattle. I would almost like a Battle Rattle. In fact, if we end up in this deck, I would like a Battle Rattle. Anointed Chorister, some decks. There's no cards here that I hate. Silent Dart's close. Shieldmate's close. But I think we'll take Subira here. I haven't really done the red aggro. I've done blue-red spells. But yeah, I think we'll go with that. So we'll see how it goes. Drinking a fantastic beer tonight, by the by. A sea salt grapefruit gosa. Very good. Here, we get ourselves some cards. We get ourselves a Thrashing Brontodon. And I think cards that are not Thrashing Brontodon. 3/4 is great. Destroying artifacts and enchantments is a nice upside. It's not always going to come into play, but it's a very nice upside on a very main deckable card. There's a Capture Sphere. Havoc Jester is very archetype dependent, although at the end of the day, it's a Colossopede. I've seen people be low on this because you don't get into that sacrifice deck. It's a Colossopede. It's 5/5 for 5. It's playable. And then if you're getting stuff off of it, it's even better. There's a Skeleton Archer, which is decent, but I think we're just going to take Bront here and see where we go. Maybe we end up in red-green, which means Subira isn't exactly what she's doing. Paying one, are we auto-picking that? Yes, we are. Paying one to make things attack. She can't even make herself be unblockable. It has to be something else. Could be a little bit tricky. She's still 2/3 haste. And then we can potentially draw cards off of those little things if we do get there. Next pack, we get past a Grasp of Darkness, pick 3, which I don't know what to say here. Somebody took the rare. Okay, doesn't mean anything. And then somebody took a common over Grasp of Darkness. I don't believe that there is a common that I would ever take over Grasp of Darkness. So we're going to take this Grasp of Darkness, see where we head. There's a Mistral Singer, which I really, really like. There's an Unsubstantiate, which I really like. I'm going to overrate that card. Rousing Reed has been just as good as I expected. Chrome Replicator. Turns out you can make it work. It is playable if you have enough duplicates. But yeah, we're just going to take the best common in the set. And we don't know where we're going to be yet, but let's find out. We get past a Twin Blade Assassin, so we could head into green-black here with Twin Blade. There's a Swift Response, a Capture Sphere, a Finishing Blow as well. This is actually a great pack. What was taken? A rare, an uncommon, and a common? So if we say Grasp of Darkness and then rare uncommon, sure. So I think I actually want to take the Finishing Blow. Removal is pretty important in this format. This is one of the better pieces of removal we can get our hands on. Instant speed, unconditional. 5 mana, but still. Goes with our Grasp. We can find out where else we're going to go. There's a very small chance the Twin Blade Assassins comes back around. I don't see a need to jump into white for a Swift Response. I'm still iffy on this Griffinary. I've seen people do it. And I've seen people play it and not do it. So let's just take the blow. Following that, we get a Mistral Singer. Valorous Steed's fine. There's a Temple. I might take this Mistral Singer. That's the second Mistral Singer we've seen. This is possibly the best blue common. Capture Sphere's up there. It might just be the best blue common. It's really good, so I think we'll take that as a potential scene that blue's open, and maybe we're heading into black-blue. This is what I'm talking about. We're drafting with signals. We're drafting with colors. We're not drafting the cycling deck. We didn't lock in on pick 1 that we're drafting the 2-power red deck. We get to read signals, we get to pivot a little bit, stay open, and perhaps get rewarded. So let's take the Mistral Singer. Following that, we get a lot of red cards, but none are super amazing. I'm happy with Magmut. I'm happy with Turn to Slag. I'm not happy with these 2 cards. So we're still trying to feel our way in this draft a little bit. I could take a Magmut, and we could be red-black. I do like Villager Rights as well. Villager Rights is pretty decent. We're not taking the Glide Master into blue. We're not taking either of these white cards. I really like Feat of Resistance, but we're not going into white for a feat here. So I think I'm pretty happy to take a Magmut here. It goes with our rare. Red-black's a fine, aggressive deck. We're going to have 2-power creatures for Subira. So let's take the Magmut, and let's see if that has solidified us a little bit. Boy, these arts are really similar, right? From a glance of them being small, they're similar. They're obviously not similar when you blow them up. We've got a Thrill of Possibility, which is okay. We've got a Crash Through, which I like in red-blue, and that's about it. Maybe red-green as well. Destructive Tampering, sideboard card. Rise Again is not really what we're doing. I don't really want a green Bulu land. Don't want a Radiant Fountain. I think we'll take the Thrill, just in case we do end up in red here. So let's pick that up. That pack didn't really tell us anything. This pack has a lot more red in it, so I do feel like we're being told that red is open. These aren't amazing cards, but to have this much red means that there's like one red person in this direction for me. I think that's probably reversed for you. Pitchburn Devils is a fine card. Trades up really, really well. Can 2-for-1 really, really well. And again, boy, we could have had so many feats. But again, I'm not going into white for that, as much as I love that card. So we'll take pitch here, and it'll be fine. Goodbye, colors. It was nice knowing you. We've got a Liliana's Steward, which we could take for black. There's a Capture Sphere, which probably shouldn't be here this late. It could be that we're red-blue. Well, we'll see. We'll take the Capture Sphere. I think we're still very open. We're going to be very open going into pack 2. We get a second Capture Sphere or an Archer. I think it could be totally fine for us to start looking at red-blue. We probably won't be red-blue spells, but we can be red-blue tempo, red-blue aggro. Lock stuff down, fly in, attack in with unblockables. Could work. Could work. I think the Sphere is just that much better than the Archer, and I think the finishing blow is splashable, whereas if we play like black-blue, we're not splashing Subira, we're not splashing Pitchburn Devils. We get a Replicator. We've got 1 duplicate permanent so far, so we could pick that up. There's an Unsubstantiate. If I do want to be into blue, you know what? I think we are going to look to be like red-blue aggro tempo, and Unsubstantiate fits in there. I want that Replicator, because taking it here means that we start to get to really emphasize taking, a second Mistral Singer, which we would do already, but a second Magmut, which we'd probably do already, but a second Pitchburn Devils, which we might not do already. There's a Tome Anima, which I don't really like. There's a Rookie Mistake, which I don't like. There's a Feat of Resistance, which I love, and I've said a lot of words about that already, so we're not going to take it. Arcanist, second last pick. I'm pretty okay with that. That's going to help us cast our Thrill and our Thrill, and probably other spells that we get at some point. I want that over the Zombie. Makeshift Battalion, no thanks, and a Radiant Fountain, no thanks. Okay, pack 2, we've got ourselves a Waker of Waves, which is very good. Very, very good. I don't want this red card, or this red card, so that's out. Rousing Reed will be fine, but Waker of the Waves is just really good. It's 7/7 for 7, which yes, you have to get to. That's a little bit iffy, but it's got cycling, essentially. It's the only card in the set with cycling, essentially. And that makes it really much more consistent, much more powerful. Maze Mind Tome is fine. I've played with it, but it is fine. It is fine. I would play it. I would pick it if this was anything weaker than this, but I think this is the power. This is going to be one of our finishers. If we're tempoing them, controlling them a little bit more, a 7/7 coming down after they've already taken a bunch of damage could just end the game. It's going to make me want to look at the one in a blue flying guy, Master Glider. Going to make me look at him a little bit higher as well. Next pack, we get ourselves, well, there's the Glide Master. I think he'll come back around. Replicator apparently is wheeling, so we don't need to pick that here. We've got a Spellgorger Weird, which could actually just flip us into blue-red spells. We've got 2 spheres. We've got the Blow. We've got the Thrill. We've got the Unsubstantiate. I'm pretty happy picking up the Spellgorger Weird here. Coming back around, we'll get the Arcanist or the Replicator or the Glide Master. I'm fairly certain, and I think we'll be pretty happy with that. So currently we're not playing Brontodon, and we are not playing Grasp of Darkness. You can't splash black. As good as it is, you're not splashing that. So let's take Spellgorger. Second Spellgorger makes me super excited. There's also a Shipwreck Dowser, which... both of these are very good cards. The Magma too. And we'd certainly play a Cancel as well. So, oof. This is interesting. I think the correct pick, the power pick, is Shipwreck Dowser. I think the Synergy deck, which I've been yelled at for 2 sets now, is the Spellgorger Weird, because this one makes our deck a deck. Whereas this one currently returns a Blow, maybe, which would be awesome, and the other cards that it's currently returning aren't incredible. It's really good. If I knew what was coming back around, I would take this, hoping this was coming back, but I'm going to take the Spellgorger Weird. Getting rewarded. We got a Riddle Form. Also, Finishing Blow and Grasp of Darkness. Maybe that explains. Maybe the common that was taken was Finishing Blow, but I think you take Grasp of Darkness over Finishing Blow. Obviously not if you're splashing, but if you're, early in pack 1, which it was, you take Grasp over the Finishing Blow every time. But getting the Riddle Form is great. That's going to make our blue-red spells deck here kind of sing. I really want to get the Goblin Wizards, though. But let's take Riddle Form. And this deck's looking like what I want. There's a Sky Scanner right there. There's a Wall of Runes, which we might play. It's not good, but it holds you off for a little bit. There's an Arsonist, which isn't exactly what we're doing. But yeah, I'll take a Sky Scanner here fairly happily. Not so sorry. There is something here. There's a Rain of Revelation. Rain of Revelation is great. Dismal Backwater is something we would play so that we could splash the Blow just a little bit easier. Sure Strike, I don't think we'd play. It's a spell, but we're going to be a little bit low on creatures. We're at 10. And that's fine, because we're going to tempo and just hit them with our 2s, which are Prowess, into 3s, and our Spellgorger Weirds, which are suddenly 7/7s. But yeah, we'll take the Rain here. Getting an Augur late is really nice. This card I've played a lot, because I've played blue-red spells a couple times so far. I've never had it be more than like 3 power. I think this card reads better than it is. I think it's still good, but I think it does read a little bit better than it is. I've also frequently, and it's just the way variance works, I've frequently top decked this and not been able to draw any cards off of it. But we'll take it here, and it's going to be decent. It's better than the Hobble Fiend, and Sky Scanner's fine, but we'll take the Augur. Opt is a card that we play. That rare is unplayable. Don't ever take that rare. Protege is a card that we would play, but I think Opt just works better. It gives us Prowess for our Singer. It pumps up our Weirds, helps us find the cards that we need to find. I guess it makes Tome Anima unblockable. Yeah, Opt is a card for this deck. The first Frantic Inventory I hate, but we're not playing the Shrine. The Shrine is bad. And we're not playing Destructive Tampering. So we'll take the inventory, but I strongly doubt it makes the final deck. So here's the Glide Master, which I thought about for the Waker of Waves, but there is an Arcanist as well. 5 instants. No sorceries? No sorceries. So Arcanists aren't actually pulling it off just yet. I think I take the Glide Master. It can also make the Augur fly. Making the Pitchburn Devils fly wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. There's the Cancel, which I'll take. And we're going to have a Pack 2 deck. Yeah, Sky Scanner. Sky Scanner is just about ready to make this a deck that is complete in Pack 2. And there's the Dismal Backwater back around. I've been getting these dual lands last pick, which I should not be. Discontinuity is unplayable. It's a bad card. Not going to take it. There's an Unsubstantiate. There's a Frost Breath. There's a Turn to Slag. I think we just take the Unsubstantiate. There's a chance that it'll wheel. It wheeled in pack 1? Maybe 2. It wheeled in one of the packs. So there's a chance it might will here. We're not splashing these black cards. We're not going to take a Face Fetters to splash a 4th color. Yeah, so I'm just going to take this Unsubstantiate. Frost Breath, I would happily play. Turn to Slag, I would pretty happily play. I don't think it's amazing. There is obviously way better removal. Honestly, actually, maybe we just need it. We have a Blow and 2 Spheres. Yeah, we might find ourselves needing this Turn to Slag. Let's pick that up, assuming that the Unsubstantiate wheels. We got one of the best rares in the set. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. There's an Overload, which I would love. If this wheels, we got there. But we're going to take a Sublime Epiphany. It's just incredible. Thank you very much, this person, for not being in blue in pack 3. I wish I could see you, but Arena's a beta program. It's fine. Yeah, let's take the Epiphany. That's awesome. That's awesome. We got a Rousing Read, a Lofty Denial, a Cancel, and then other cards. We got 13 creatures. I don't hate a Rousing Read. Rousing Read looks really good on the Waker. It looks pretty decent on the Pitch Burn. It looks pretty good on the Augur. It looks pretty good on the Anima. Honestly, Subira probably just doesn't make our deck. We'll see. She's probably just good enough to put in over like something else. But yeah, let's take that Rousing Read, see if it makes the deck. We're gonna have to make a lot of cuts. We got a whole bunch of playables. Luckily, all of these cards are not things that we're terribly interested in. A second Finishing Blow could be cute, but I think we're doing decent. I think just getting a card... Go away, Cortana. Nobody asked you. I think just taking a card that helps make our mana that much more consistent is going to be really good. We don't want a Larcenist or a Read the Tides or a Sure Strike or an Igneous Cur. So let's take the Cliffs. Temple of Epiphany. Oh, there's another Riddle Form. We have to take the Riddle Form. We've got 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 non-creature spells, so Riddle Form is going to be pretty good. I would love this Epiphany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 cards come back. Radiant Fountain, Destructive Tampering. Yeah, we're not going to get the Temple back, but would have been nice. Would have been nice. Pursued Whale is a card that I have played once, and I'm not stoked on it. I think if I'm Blue-Black Reanimator, I'm pretty darn happy with it. But the fact that it doesn't cycle like Waker of the Waves makes me really, really, really iffy about hardcasting this spell. I think we'll take it, but I don't think it's going to make our main deck. There's a Wishcoin Crab. Nothing else is going to make our main deck, but I don't think I want to put the Pursued Whale in. Larcenist, Bone Pit Root. Nothing here that we're going to play. Let's take an uncommon for fractionally more Vault Progress. A third Capture Sphere could be decent. There's also a Tolarian Kraken. Now, I probably should just play this Tolarian Kraken. It's a good card. I'm just so iffy about the fact that you tap it during your turn, which means it untaps during their turn. So I don't think it's super incredible, but we'll give it a try for science. Unsubstantiate comes back, as does a Frost Breath for that matter. Yeah, let's take the Unsubstantiate. Yeah. Boy, we got to make a lot of cuts here. We'll take a Cancel, I suppose. We'll take a Lofty Denial. People don't want Feet of Resistance. No, we can take a Bloodfell Caves. If we... Do we need to splash the Finishing Blow? We'll take the Bloodfell Caves. We might just not splash it. We might just make our mana 2 colors, totally consistent, and have things be totally okay. Let's take a Larcenist. Let's take this gold. So this was the Temple pack. Unfortunately, didn't come back. Wishcoin Crab, if we find that we do need it. And a Forgotten Sentinel. Boy. Not used to having to cut 5 cards. So removal-wise, we've got Capture Sphere, Turn to Slag. That is relatively low on the removal, which does make me kind of want to keep the Finishing Blow. What is definitely being kept? Sublime Epiphany, Kraken, Waves, Slag, Blow, Sphere, Rain, Augur, Spellgorgers, Sky Scanners, Singer, riddle forms, unsubstantiates. All right, these are where our 5 cuts have to come from. So what if, what's our creature count? 14? What if we cut the Opt? I like Thrill a little bit more in this deck than I liked Opt. Opt is good though. What if we cut the Keen Glide Master just because our big whale will get through? It doesn't have to fly. So let's get rid of the Keen Glide Master. Tome Anima is just going to be a 3/3 for 4. It's going to be a, I can never remember, Hill Giant, not Grey Ogre. It's going to be a Hill Giant, except for 1, 2, 3 times, possibly 4 times, 5 times. Yeah, it's just going to be a Hill Giant. And then Subira. Subira. Discard your hand until end of turn whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less. So this is our Arcanist, our Magmut. Sky Scanners, I guess. I don't know if she does enough. She may just be good as a 2/3, and she'll break board stalls, I guess. Well, she'll break board stalls if we have down a Magmut or 2 Sky Scanners. The drawing cards is really nice, though. If we're out of cards in our hand, we pay 1 in a red, we tap it, we don't discard anything because we don't have anything, and then we hit him with a Sky Scanner and it draws. Maybe we don't need to cancel. Yeah, we probably don't need to cancel. I really like the Rousing Read. If we have the Rousing Read, maybe we don't need the Subira. Maybe we're just drawing enough creatures, or drawing enough cards. Or we could cut like 1 unsubstantiate. Let's cut 1 unsubstantiate. So there we go. We have a deck. I wish I could re-auto sort it, but instead I'm going to have to manually drag everything. Thanks, Arena. Give me shuffle. Give me sort options. Can't be that hard. And then how do we split things? We can't really split things, can we? I want this to be the 5-drop slot. 4, 4, 5, 5. And then I want to split these again. Oh, I can split them. Cool. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. So you go here, and you guys go here. Okay, that's a curve. It's more of a ramp. All right, I think this works. We'll take this in. Let me take a look at the sideboard one more time. So we've got the Pursued Whale, which I don't like. Especially with me on low creature counts, I don't want to play a whale when I know that my side of the board is going to have like 2 creatures, 3 creatures. I will say every time I played it in the preview event, I lost. So, not a fan. We've got an Opt, we've got an Unsubstantiate, we've got a couple of cancels. Okay, we've got some stuff. All right, let's go in. Let's see what we can do. Ow. Let me know what you're thinking of the format so far, by the way. I've heard a lot of people not happy with it. And I think people got bad habits from Ikoria and Theros. I think people got really into, you know, this deck is the best, so I'm going to draft this deck every time that I sit down, and I'm going to win 65% of the time because I'm drafting this deck every time. And you can't do that in this set. You can't do that in good Magic sets. You need to read the draft. You need to pick and move. Remember when we were a green deck? Remember when we were a red-black deck? Remember when we were a red-green deck? We were many decks, and then we ended up with, I think, a really good deck at the end. We'll keep this. It's a little sketchy, but 1 land fixes everything. 1 island makes things look really nice. So we'll probably Thrill on their turn, pitching the Pitchburn Devils just because they are pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. Hey, Tyrannodon, eh? Well, as long as they don't give that a counter or something, we're going to be safe for a bit. Wolf and Powerful Wolf. Well, it wouldn't be Spiky Saturday if we weren't losing to lands, eh? I think it was still a totally fine keep. I figured in What was that? 1, 2, 3? Was that 3 draws? That was 4 draws? Draw on turn. That was 3 draws? I guess we have one more turn. Or no, that was turn 3. So yeah, that was 4 draws. We should have hit a land statistically, but we didn't. And by should have, I mean the exact opposite of should have. We were highly likely to. Opponent on all 3 colors into a cultivate. Yikes. At least the Pteranodon's not attacking this turn. Gives us another turn. And if we can just get established with like a Spellgorger Weird into some non-creature spells. Okay, you're 5 colors. Cute. Cute. Red, green, white, black, blue. Well, it gave us the land, but it gave us a tapped one. So opponent's all the colors, so there's a chance they're doing shriny stuff. Yup. I was correct in that statement. So, you go and get a shrine and you put it in the battlefield. Do you have the black one? You don't, because you would have put it on the battlefield. Or it's in your hand. Dreadmaw. Alright, I will take 3. Alright, well if the red shrine was the best shrine they could go and get, I feel pretty okay. Alright, I think we need to unsubstantiate this turn, so I think we're actually going to pass the turn without playing anything, and we're going to have to discard. We're going to discard this Kraken. Alright, so what's the next shrine? This does something else, right? No, it only does something if they have all 6. Only does something if they have all 6. So we're going to unsubstantiate the Dreadmaw. This costs 3 less, so it's white 2. That's a pretty good tapper now. It's a pretty good tapper. Need to find our lands. Opponent on 6, us on 3. Alright, you're free to go to combat. We're going to unsubstantiate the Dreadmaw, and we're not going to block the Pteranodon. We need our Spellgorger to live. And then they might just replay Dreadmaw? It's good to know they don't have the Black Shrine, though. Because if they had the Black Shrine with Sanctum, we'd be in trouble. Dreadmaw back again. Tell a friend. So we can capture Spirit. Our Spellgorger Weird will be a 4/4. We got the land. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Still totally okay. So how many times will this trigger? No, it won't trigger because they don't have 6. In fact, it looks like they only have 3. They didn't go and get a shrine. So their shrine plan is not much of a plan. But this will deal 6 to us a shot. So we're actually super dead to the red shrine. So let's capture Sphere Dreadmaw. Get a counter. Does it hit us? Oh, it doesn't hit us. It just hits creatures. Okay, sure. Sure. So we're not dead to it. Our creatures are dead to it. It's going to be very difficult for us to stick a creature. Land for turn. Maze my tome. Land. Cool. Cool. So, I guess we're going to go Mistral Singer and Riddle Form. Following turn, we'll get rid of Pteranodon. So we're actually still fairly alive. It's just we're going to have a real issue sticking creatures. Right, and this won't trigger twice because Sanctum doesn't do anything unless they have them all. Right. I'm going to draw a card, sure thing. Kill my singer, hit me for 5. So we could always Finishing Blow the Dreadmaw. It really sucks to have used multiple spells on it, but that would stop the Pteranodon from attacking as well. I guess we finishing blow the Pteranodon, just assuming they never get Dreadmaw back online. Holds back the Visionary, so they've got something else to cast. Dryad. That can get out of hand. Leafkin Avenger can also get out of hand. Well then, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pass the turn. During attacks, we will finishing blow, killing the... God, that Avenger just like murders us too, eh? We're probably just dead here. I'm not willing to do the math. Lack of attacks is nice. We're going to finishing blow the Pteranodon, trigger the Riddle Form, try to block the Dryad with the Riddle Form. If they have a land in hand, Riddle Form will die. If they don't, we're maybe okay. They have a land in hand. Ouch. We kill that, we take 2, we go to 7. Now we desperately have to kill the Leafkin Avenger. Man, the mana screw at the start of the game really hurt us here, but we still stayed in this a lot longer, which makes me feel pretty okay for game 2 and game 3. Like, if we had lands, I think this would have been a different game. So we could turn to Slag Leafkin. Is it going to hit us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leafkin can't hit us. So we have to turn to Slag it now. They have 7 mana? Oh, I was not counting the Visionary. I've had this issue watching streams. This is a buff, angry, war-ready elf, and the art does not make me think of a mana dork. So yeah, we're just dead. So let's concede this one and head on into game 2. Don't know if we have a sideboard. We don't really have enchantment hate, and honestly, I don't think we need it. I don't think 3 shrines is any reason to be doing what they be doing over there. Yeah, I think we just go back in and we don't get mana screwed. Never tried that strategy before. I'm sure you've never heard that strategy on this channel. Never, ever, ever. So Pteranodon's trouble. Biggest, scariest creature we saw was Dreadmaw. Leafkin can and will close out games. We should be able to handle this. With land, we should be able to handle this. That was just too long without lands. I'm surprised they're playing Sanctum of All with only 2 shrines. And the 2 worst ones? Black one's the best, and even that I think is highly overrated. Black is best. I think blue is second best, and I think I put green as third. And then white, and then red. Alright, we're going to play first. We're going to draw a good hand of lands. Sure, we have a Singer on 3. Any red land, rest of our hand goes. Let's keep. That is not a hand that you mull. That's a hand that you mull after getting wrecked by variance and becoming results-oriented thinking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Island go. Let's see if we can get the mountain just to smooth things out. If we can, we probably drop Subira on 3, depending on what they have blockage-wise. Ooh, hello. So no blockers, we drop Subira. Blockers, we drop Singer. No blockers. Time for us to get aggro. Subira. Hit him. Hit him good. Hit him good. Hit him. Hit him. Get him. I can't click this mouse any harder. There we go. So after Subira, we're probably gonna, we're gonna jam the Singer just because I'm not going to play an 0-4. Not going to play an 0-4. And again, this is the trouble I've had with this card. It's so rarely good on turn 4, maybe if you're discarding 2 cards to it. The card might be win more, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. I've literally never had it be more than 3 power. I think I had it 4 power once. And that was in a deck that had 7 creature spells. Got yourselves a mountain? Sure. Wish I saw where the rest of those cards went, but I was looking away. Why don't we have a battle log yet? Jungle Hollow, sure thing. Alright, that's a lot of good mana. So we're going to bash in for 2. They had nothing in the air or removal other than that shrine, so I think it's well worth it for us to just jam this singer. Now is this whenever a creature you control, so she counts herself for the draw card. Oh, but she taps, so she can't activate that ability and also attack. The next turn, if we hit a land, I'll probably augur and pitch an island in the land that we draw, because we'll still find the land that we need for the Kraken, and then we can crack in. You can kill Sabira if you want. I'm not terribly attached to her. Go ahead. Go ahead. I see you keep looking at her. Just Grasp of Darkness. Scorching Dragonfire. Sure, sure. Totally fine. A Sanctum with no other shrines down? Totally fine. Silent Dart? Totally fine. Yeah, so that is what we're going to do. We're going to bash in for 2, and then we're going to augur, throwing away those lands, and have ourselves a good old 0-4 trample. So augur down, boop and boop. Tapped land, of course. So we don't get the Kraken next turn unless we top deck a land, but now we've got a Capture Sphere, we've got stuff ready to go. They're potentially mana screwed here. That was a main phase draw. Prismite? Sure. Alright, we've got a chance. We're going to drop this. We're going to fly on in for 2. I don't think... we're not going to spend a Capture Sphere on that Prismite. Because the augur's not attacking, it doesn't really matter. We're going to keep these for any creatures they happen to have. Llanowar Visionary? That'll probably actually tap down. They don't need an extra mana. Not while they're mana screwed. Well, they found a land, so they're starting to get there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we would stop them from having 6 mana, which is a decent amount, so I am going to tap it down. And then we're going to jam a Kraken. And start cracking in. What's this to activate? 4? Okay. And it does 3? It does 3. So we're going to smash on in for 2, drop the Kraken. Pass that turn. Yeah, augur might just not have a place in this deck. I don't know. It was nice to pitch 2 lands and turn them into other stuff, though. But I don't know if that's worth 4 mana. It's worth 2 mana at instant speed. It's called Thrill of Possibility. And we discard 1 card to turn it into 2. The augur maybe should get cut. We'll see. We'll see. I think a big part of it is a lot of the non-creature spells we have are the Riddle Forms and the Capture Spheres, and not instants and sorceries. And this is honestly it's probably too powerful if they just make it non-creatures, right? I just like that Prowess and Riddle Form and whatnot is non-creature, and then in the same archetype there's things that care about instant and sorcery. You tend to conflate them. It tends to make deck building just a little bit harder. Okay, they got a couple of lands. Island in hand, sure thing. Sure thing. So they can start playing their Sanctum if they want. I just don't know if it's going to be good enough. They're looking at my Kraken. That sounds rude. Yeah, so we're just going to tap down that Prismite. And then smash. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can't even do much or anything. So we're going to smash on in, and then I think we're just going to drop the Magma, unsubstantiate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't recast it. Sure. Sure thing. Deal 2, take him to 10. We'll drop the Magmut and do nothing. Is Magmut doing enough? Magmut is inevitability. Assuming that they're not now going to Sanctum of All, get their red shrine and start picking off creatures. At least they can't pick off the Kraken, but they can pick off the Singer and the Magmut. We may have costed them into using Silent Dart on the Singer, though, at this point. Capture Sphere is permanent, right? No, it is creature. Alright, so they found their Sanctum. Good for them. They're going to go get their red. Time for us to see if we can rush. Right, my Kraken's not down. That's why I didn't get the option. We are going to bash on in for 2. And then just drop the Kraken again. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because it's going to survive the red shrine that's coming down. Whereas our other things will not. So Kraken down, that's actually going to represent taking them to 4 next turn. 3, because we'll hit him with a Magmut. 2, because we could hit him with a Magmut again. Gonna get him low. Gonna get him low. Sure would be nice if you had power. Red Shrine, sure thing. I guess we know they don't really have lands in hand. They were stuck on lands for so long. Unless they've started keeping them. But I do feel like they're in land top deck, which they're more likely to top deck lands. If they were missing them. Oh, that's not good. So you've got a Dragonfire in hand? Oh, they've got the Silent Dart. Okay, sure. I mean, that means we get to keep flying in with the Singer until they can kill it. Woof! Alright. Opponent's got some play left. Let's ping him down to 11. And then what? I guess we pitch burn? Yeah, let's drop pitch burn. Boy, oh boy, we might actually just lose to half of a Sanctum of All deck. That might be a thing that we do. It's unfortunate we lost game 1, but that's the way lands go. I think if we had 3 games, if we had 5 games, if it was best of 5, I'd probably win. Epitaph Golem. Okay. Interesting. Devils is any target, right? Yeah, it is. It's a lightning bolt to the face at the end of the game. Alright, so we're going to hit him for 1, take him to 10. And then we may be looking at capture sphering that golem. If we capture sphere the golem, we can attack in with the Pitchburn Devils. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have 2 mana left for the Thrill, and we could pitch the Arcanist. I don't hate that. Sphere the Golem. How are you still in 04? I think I take her out. Alright, so down goes the Golem. Let's attack in with the Devils. Then on their turn, we'll thrill pitching the Arcanist. Okay, they're going to kill it. In that case, I'm going to kill the Prismite. Because that leaves them with no creatures. So they are in top deck a creature mode. They've got 15 cards, so their Epitaph Golem putting stuff on the bottom of the deck probably won't be relevant. But I mean, they've got mana, why not, right? Is it any card? Any card? Sure. Did they just not do it? They just did not do it. Okay, sure. Oh my lord. And there are people saying that this is a simple format where you can't do anything fun. I think those people are wrong. Clearly our opponent has found some fun. Truffle Snout, you're going to gain 4 life, aren't you? Okay, put a counter. Thanks. Thanks. So we'll thrill pitching the Arcanist, which finally makes her a 1/4. We got there. Okay, Sky Scanner's pretty cute. Let's go Sky Scanner. Sky Scanner into Spellgorger. We're not under pressure. Sky Scanner's going to go back to doing some damage. Ooh, Riddle Form, eh? I think I want the guaranteed damage. Alright, we're still doing good. They're still very much in top deck mode. How many lands do they have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they've got 7, theoretically, lands in 15 cards. That's a lot of lands they've got left. Which means they could just easily ping my stuff away. And then I guess entertainingly, they never mill. As long as that Epitaph Golem lives. Which is funny. I'll certainly take 3. Like, I think that might be the first damage we take in this game. Pteranodon can't attack. I'm fine with that. Super fine with that. Our Riddle Form is going to turn on our Spellgorger Weird. Assuming they don't have... Ooh, well, let's find out if they have... a land in hand or not. If they don't, our Weird's going to get out of Sanctum territory. And we'll Rousing Read on the Augur, because it flies and is already out of territory. Did we dodge it? Did we dodge the Sanctum? Oh, they still have a dart. They still have a dart sitting over there. Didn't even notice that. Why are artifacts piled in the middle of enchantments? Alright, so they're going to dart our Weird, and that's fine. Our Form can't attack, unfortunately, but that's also fine. So we will not do that. So we're going to Rousing Read up our Augur, and we're currently threatening them with 3 damage a turn, which ain't not bad. We'll pitch one of these lands. And we'll put a land down so that we can... scry with our Riddle Form. Well, I guess they can tap. They've got a fair bit of mana. They can tap. Can they tap every turn? 1, 2, it's currently 3 less, so it's 3. So they need 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're not tapping out. They have like 2 mana left. Leafkin Avenger, that's a finishing blow target if I've ever seen one. In for 6, don't care. I'll care pretty soon, but I don't care just yet. Let's scry. Well, this is a much better match when we're not flooding out. The Waker's decent. But I do think we have to kill the Avenger. So we're going to get in for 3. Hit him for 3, take him to 5. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have to hold up the finishing blow because we need to be able to kill that Leafkin Avenger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they've got 3 mana left over if they do... Or sorry, it's 8, right? It's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 2 mana. After the Avenger? The Avenger's coming in. Okay. Let's kill the Avenger. And then I think we put the Riddle Form in front of something. I think? I'm not sure about that. Our opponent just got a time warning. I've never seen that. They've taken 10 more minutes than we have. We're almost an hour into this video. Jeez. Well, hopefully we go 0-2 so that we don't have to play 3 whole matches and have a 3-hour video. Okay, they're just going to hit me for 4? Sure. Down to 8. You got it. And you're going to kill my Riddle Form? Sure. You got it. So we go to 2. Okay, so we just need Kinetic Augur to get 1 point. So all we need to do is figure out some way of putting an instant into the graveyard. Who knows how we'll do that? I'm not sure. 6 'em. Whew. We're not even done this match yet. We're not even done this match yet. Well, there we go. I guess Augur had 5 damage and won the day. The hell can I do against that deck? Do I throw in a cancel to just cancel one of their shrines? Unsubstantiate's not doing too much, because we're not seeming to aggro them. I really liked having the card draw of Thrill. I think I liked having the card draw of Augur, even though she was unimpactful until the very end. Turn to Slag, I think, is relevant. Boy, it'd be nice if this card showed up, eh? Yeah, let's go back in. Let's draw properly. And it appears that we can do it. We just need to do it. And then we need to do it for 2 more matches before the sun goes down, and it is tomorrow. So, I mean, if they took 20 minutes for 2 matches, there's an outside chance they lose on time. This is a good hand. We've got Magmut into Sky Scanner, hopefully into Sphere. If we really get into the bad places, we can cycle the Waker. I don't hate this. So we drew a Kraken. You can go over here with the other things we're not casting for a while. Maze Mind Tome, that's going to help their draws. So let's get going. Let's get going all speedy like. All speedy like. Tapped land, I like that. Quirion Dryad, sure. It's not a threat just yet. There's our 4th land. That's awesome. Let's get in for 2. Drop the Sky Scanner. What do we find? What do we find? A land. Okay. We need lands to cast things. We need lands to cast these 2 things. How much time do they have? 10. 10 minutes left to my 21 minutes left. All right. Visionary. Are they going to miss a land drop? They're not, but I think they may have been drawing for that, so I think I'm pretty happy tapping down that Visionary in the main phase. Just boop. Boop and smash. Boop and smash. Poop and Smash and probably drop Riddle Form. Because as long as they don't have that shrine down, Riddle Form is going to represent some damage. Cultivate's fine. That's basically their entire turn. Their Dryad's still sitting at a 1/1. I wish Riddle Form was like Reptilian Reflection where it got haste. But it does not get haste. So Cultivate, they're going to go grab a Plains and a Forest. Yeah, Plains Forest. They're going to put the Plains down. Oh, I guess they actually get to play their land this turn too, don't they? So they've successfully ramped back ahead of me. They're down to 9 minutes in their match timer. Drowsing Pteranodon can't attack. That's fine. That is fine. I will gladly take one. It can block, though. It can block my Magma. That's annoying. Alright, so we're going to drop Riddle Form just to get it going. We get a Scry. We might have a threat of activation here. And then next turn we get a Kraken. And if we draw another land, potentially a Waker. And that's a whole lot of power coming in with a Capture Sphere to back it up. Main phase Tome. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means they've got like nothing going on in their hand? Sanctum? Don't care about that. Don't care about that at all. It currently costs 5 mana to tap. They'd have to take an entire turn off. I care about the life gain from the tap lands, to be honest. That's the worst part. Does not believe that I have anything to activate, and they're correct. So we'll take 2. We'll ping them for 1. We'll scry. And then we'll drop a Kraken. So a ping. Scry. If it's a land, it's staying on top. It's a land, it's staying on top. Because now we can play Waker. The next land will not stay on top if we have the option of choosing. In comes the Kraken. We've not seen a cancel out of them. And they did not have a cancel. That's good. Let's get in for 1, taking down to 16. As we become... Scorching Dragonfire, my Magmut. Interesting. They must not have much in their hand. Because that's a very... that's a very them admitting that that is a lot of inevitability they don't want to deal with. And their main phase Toming again. Okay, there's the Sanctum. There's the Sanctum, so they're going to have the red Sanctum online. I am not going to pay 1, thanks for asking, because we're going to drop this big ol' whale. Which actually lets our Kraken attack in. So get in for 5. Because that's going to represent one heck of an attack next turn with Capture Sphere tapping something down, Waker of the Waves being huge, Riddle Form being activated by the Capture Sphere. I guess they've got the mana to be tapping stuff now. Like, that tapping might actually become pretty bad for us. The Scry will start getting us back in. I may want to keep this land just for the thrill possibility and or the Augur. Okay, so you've got a Dragonfire in hand. Oh, you've just got 2 lands in hand. Okay, fair. 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 Fair, fair, fair. So they have the mana to tap down the Waker on my turn. So I guess we're somewhat all in on the Riddle Form? Ooh, a Turn to Slag. That's pretty cute. Let's Turn to Slag the Dryad. Because they can't make that grow if they're tapping down the Waker. And I feel like they must be tapping down the Waker. So if they're tapping down the Waker, they're still taking 4, they're still going to 6. I think they're still in a fair bit of trouble. Maybe they have lands in hand and they're able to pick off my flyers. Tap down the whale, sure. Get in for 4, take him to 6, and we're getting there. We're getting there. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can capture Sphere and Scry. Oh, it's getting close. Luckily, they're somewhat locked into keeping up all the mana for the Sanctum. It's going to be close, though. They're down to 5 minutes on their clock. Leafkin, yuck. Ooh, that only gives them 1 tap, though. And what if we have another Riddle Form? Welcome, other Riddle Form. Triggering other Riddle Form. The Leafkin Avenger only does 3, too. That's nice. Thank you, Whale. You're doing good. We'll take that action. We'll pop down our Riddle Form. I expect we'll see a tap of the Whale. And then we might get taken to 2. It's going to be close. Whoa, Nelly. So what's this telling me? That they have a land in hand and they want to block the Whale? It would be a double block of the Whale and cost them a land. Yeah. In with all. In with all. Maybe they have 2 lands in hand. We still get the lands out of their hand and we kill one of their creatures, which is fine by me. They're thrilling. That's a desperation play if I've ever seen one. And now they're going to go to blockers. Okay. Okay. They do have a land for the Riddle Form? Yes, Riddle Form's going to bite it. Sure, that's fine. That is fine. We're going to kill the Pteranodon. We're going to get in for 1, taking to 5. They're down to 4 minutes on their clock. Everything that happened there is okay. And I'm going to keep holding back that backwater. We've got Mana Fair Capture Sphere if they do drop like a Dreadmaw or something. Although we're not going to do that. We're going to do that on our turn so that we have our other Riddle Form up. They're about to go sub 4 minutes on their clock. We are so... No, we dipped below 20. We're at 19 minutes on our clock. Meteorite. Gonna hit my Sky Scanner. Okay. Sure thing. Coming in for 3. So how much mana do they have? They have 1, 2... They have 3 mana. They have enough to tap my Waker. Sure. So they're locked into tapping my Waker this coming turn. They cannot play a blocker here. They would die. So if they're locked into that, then our Riddle Form is representing 3 basically guaranteed damage. Cancel's really cute. But I don't think we need it. I'm going to put a stop on my upkeep because I do want to scry on it. So we're going to bottom the cancel. We're going to go to our upkeep. And we're going to scry here. Finishing Blow. That I like. So we're going to grab that. We're going to Capture Sphere the Leafkin so that we do get in for 3. Take him to 2. And then Finishing Blow will trigger our Riddle Form next turn if we need it. They're going to be able to tap it down, but they'll be locked into tapping down the Waker. Alright, so we get in for 3. We're going to take them to 2 here. They're tapped out. And we haven't used the thrill, have we? We have not. So we're going to end the turn and keep the dismal in. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 5 mana to work with right now. They can cast a 5-drop, and that's it. The worrisome thing, well, there's their 5-drop. Look at them. Look at them doing the thing. So they're locked into tapping down the Waker, so I think we win here. I think we finally win with them with 2 minutes on the clock. We're going to Finishing Blow the Golem. Trigger that. We get to turn it on. They have to tap the Waker. They have no mana left. Or they have to kill the Riddle Form. They don't have mana to tap the Waker. I guess they could have an Unsubstantiate. They're going to tap the Whale. They're out of mana. They're going to scry. They're going to gain 4 life. Holy frickin' moly. Okay, they're still alive. They're going to go to 3. They're going to go to 3. And we're out of cards that are real cards. So I guess our mana kind of tapped there wrong. If we had kept up a blue source, we could have played a mountain to scry. We are going to scry in our upkeep, though. So they're going to play an Augur. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. They pitch an Arcanist. So yeah, we'll scry an upkeep. Mountain, mountain, island. Scry. Do not want that. What do we actually get? Okay. Okay. Let's play the black backwater. Get a mana. So they're going to tap our Whale. That's fine. That is fine. They're down to 1 minute 40 on their clock. And who knows? Maybe we do get a timeout win. It's a thing that could happen. I assume they're going to attack for 2 here. They are. That's fine. They're going to pass. We're going to put a stop on. Thrill. We'll keep that on top. So we'll draw the Thrill. I assume our Riddle Form is going to bite it here. They must have a land at this point. Although they do have the mana to tap down Waker and Riddle Form. Spellgorge or Weird is pretty nice. We pop that down. And then let's see what happens. Probably just tap, 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 and must have a land in hand, or they misclicked. They have a land in hand, okay. Goodbye, Riddle Form. They're down to 1 minute 10 on their clock. Another land in hand? Okay, goodbye, Spellgorger Weird. Oh, I should have scryed. Oh, I missed a scry there. That's unfortunate. All right, so they're going to try to kill us in a minute here. And they might actually just pull it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a lot of lands in our deck. All right, so they're just in go fast mode. They've got 42 seconds now. Llanowar Visionary. They're down to 7 cards in their deck. But that does speed up their clock. Spellgorger Weird. They're down to 30 seconds. They're going to tap, tap. They're down to 27 seconds. They're going to kill that Spellgorger Weird. Fair enough. We're going for the time win. They're down to 20 seconds. I'm down to 7. Oh my god. We were so close to just winning on the time. They're down to 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is literally the first time I've ever had that happen. We won. We won. We were ahead the whole time. It was 100% my skill. We are 1-0. because I'm a good player. Yikes. That was close. That was close. The flood was going to come. We had only 5 lands left in that deck. Or we had 5 lands left in that deck. It was a fair bit, which means we did not flood out in the early. So, hey, 1-0. I'll take it. I'll take a win any way I can. This looks like a very good hand. Riddle form into Singer, into stuff, refill our hand. Seems good. Seems good. Whew. That was a heartbeater. 1 hour, 10 minutes for a draft and 1 match. Okie dokie. Let's get that riddle form down. We're going to have to mute our friend here and their pet. There's a bug in the current version of Arena built just for me. The new wolf pet you can't mute. You mute your opponent and it doesn't do anything. And it makes me sad. It makes me mad. More than sad, I would say. Okay, so this represents a lot of damage real quick with activating Riddle Form, prowessing Singer. But it does look like we're on the mirror match here. And there's every possibility our opponent has a better deck. We're going to let this come through. They get a loot off of it, but if they can prowess their Elder, we would have to give up our Singer. And I'm not about that. Not about that at all. Pitch a mountain, sure thing. Magmut. We'll probably just unsubstantiate that and get in for 6. I feel pretty okay with that. Oh, this is a 2-drop, right? Yeah, we could have done the Elder instead. That way they wouldn't get another loot here. Forgot it was a 2-drop. I was thinking it was a 1-drop. And I wanted to hurt their mana. Take 1, that's fine. So we'll probably main phase Rain again, just to get in for another 6, take them down to 8. Because that puts them on 4 turns just from the Singer alone. Tap land, okay. Magma back down, sure thing. Good turn, good turn. Augur, look at you being a 1/4. Yeah, let's main phase Rain. Trigger, take action. Let's pitch the Swiftwater Cliffs. In for 6, drop them to 9. And then I guess we're auguring, probably not discarding anything. We'll discard a land if we draw it, I suppose. It's going to be a 2/4 right now. Finishing Blow is going to look really good. Kraken's going to look decent. We've got a good chance of closing out if they don't put down some scary things. Ghostlight bouncing Singer hurts. That hurts. This card's really good. All right, so we're going to drop the backwater. And then we're going to Singer. And then on their turn, we're going to Thrill, I think, throwing away the Augur. I think the Augur's just not... The Augur's not pulling her weight, except for that one time. Oh, it's such a good card. It's such a good card, but we probably get to steal... Not steal, we probably get to eat an Elder or a Magmut here. Yeah. We're gonna eat that Elder for sure. Oh no! They heard me. They heard me. They heard me. Come on. Come on, be greedy. Be greedy. Attack with everything. Be greedy. Be greedy. What 2-mana spell could I possibly have? There's probably only like 12. Be greedy. Yeah, there's the greed. There's the greed. There's the greed. Pitch the Augur. Turn that on. Let's kill the Elder. And then, oof, we could drop a Waker here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. We're just going to jam down a Waker of Waves. They may have a Capture Sphere or something, but we have a 7/7. That makes whale noises. If they have another Roaming Ghostlight, I'm going to be really sad. going to make me really, really, really sad. How much time do they have left? Are they close to losing? Oh, they have 26 minutes left. Okay, I think if they had a capture sphere, it would have gone down like that. So perhaps we've fought back a bit. Basri's Lieutenant. Okay, so it's a 2/4. You put a counter on something. It's going to be your flyer, I bet. Yeah, it's got pro multicolored, and when something with a counter dies, you make a knight. Okay. Sure. Magmut, sure. Those Magmuts are a significant issue. So how can we go as fast as humanly possible? How can we go as fast as humanly possible? So we have to have flyers. So what are we at? We're at 5 after the Magmut, which means we're actually at 3 on their upkeep with their Magmuts. So we could finishing blow a Magmut. We go to 4. We take 5 in the air. So we have to play a Singer to be able to block a Ghost Light. And then if we can live, I guess we can Subira, make the Singer unable to be blocked. That's a bit of guaranteed damage. So what are we doing here? We're going to 5. We're going to 3. We're blocking, and not dying. I'm just wondering if we do Subira as a surprise next turn. Let's just play her out. Play her out and see what they have. They may just have lethal. They may have another Ghost Light. They may have an Unsubstantiate, a Capture Sphere. Literally any red removal. They have a billion things that they could have. But I think Subira gives us our best chance of an out here. Rousing Reed will do it. Rousing Reed will certainly do it. So yeah, we block and we take 5 in the air. We did. Womp womp. All right, they've got a pretty decent deck. It's a little... How did they even cast Basri's Lieutenant? Why is Basri's Lieutenant in their deck? Not a card that I would terribly splash for, I don't think. So Unsubstantiate, everything had stuff coming in, so I don't think we want that. I think we actually want to cancel in. We don't want the second one. Again, here's the issue. They had a ton of creatures, which is why I think Pursued Whale is just awful in our deck, and I think problematic in a lot of decks if you're not cheating out with reanimation. I think Opt might actually be good. We just need more ways of triggering Prowess and triggering our Riddle Forms. And we need this card to ever show up. We played 3 games in 1 match in an hour and didn't see this card. So could we cut a Kraken just to keep things a little bit lower? Kraken for an Opt, that does not seem right. Yeah, it doesn't seem right at all. Let's keep the Opt out. Let's go back in. Let's draw better. Let's draw the super crazy bomb that we've yet to see. And hopefully get a win here. I would love 3-0 for our first video. Would love it, love it, love it. Really enjoying this format. Like I said, I'll be playing it every Wednesday over on twitch.tv/TheManaLeek. It's been a great time over there. We had like 180 people watching the preview stream, the early access stream. Did a whole bunch of marble races. It's a good time. You should definitely be checking out Twitch if you're not already. And even checking the VODs. If you can't be there live, you can go there to watch the video of the entire stream. It's like you're live. You just won't be able to chat. All right, we're going to play. This is fine. Like, yes, we have to find a land, but when we find a land, we have two things we can play that draw us cards to find more lands, to do more things. Total keep. Total keep. I think that one's kind of an obvious keep, but there are probably some people who might have looked at that and said, oh, I can't cast anything, it's bad. But, you know, think about it. It's, what, 65 for us to have a land? 55, 50, 50 something? Stat trek. Paper geometric. We'll drop this mountain to pretend that we have something. There's 33 cards in the deck. There's 15 lands left. We're going to draw 2 cards. The odds of us drawing 1 card is 71%. Hey, how nice of you to show up. I kind of would have preferred you to be a land, but, you know. So yeah, 71% to draw a land, and a land utterly busts this hand wide open. We get a thrill, which we're going to have to use right away, pitching the auger to try to find lands. And there we go. And we'll pop down this tap land. All right, so we're probably just going to drop scanners here. It's going to represent us taking a fair bit of damage, but we, you know, want to get the card advantage back on our side. Second Magmut, that's a lot of damage real quick. Real quick. We might actually have to drop the Singer just to... Capture Spheres work against them really well, I suppose. Let's drop the Singer just to kind of tell them to stop attacking us. What do we really want to copy our Whale or our Kraken with the Epiphany. But we'll think about that when we actually have 6 lands. Because I would copy a Singer. I would feel kind of bad if we were copying a Sky Scanner. It would depend on what we were countering and if bouncing was doing something good. So they might be wondering if I have... I wonder if they have a shock and they're wondering if I have an instant. I don't think there is one that I could have. Ooh. Yeah, I will gladly do that. All right. We halved our clock from the Magmuts. Feel totally okay about that. Main phase Thrill. Are they digging for a land? No, they already played their land. So we're going to Sky Scanner. Look at what Auto Tapper is trying to do to us. We need a blue up in case we hit a land so that we can play Riddle Form. See, we wouldn't have been able to play Riddle Form. Stupid Auto Tapper. I guess it had to make a choice. And what choice was it making? It was keeping our Bloodfell Caves up, right? It was keeping more mana. I understand. I understand, Auto Tapper. Not every AI can be terribly intelligent. Shouldn't put too much pressure on you. We'll take 3. All right, Rousing Reed. Such a good card. So we are definitely looking at Capture Sphering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 up for the Epiphany, but we don't have a good target yet. Actually, maybe we don't Capture Sphere. Maybe we just turn to Slag it. Let's turn to Slag it. Activate our Riddle Form. Get in for 4. And I think this does good. If they do drop something terrifying this turn, we have Capture Sphere. If they kind of take the turn off, we have Epiphany that we can start keeping up, but unfortunately it copies deeply mediocre things. Deeply mediocre things. So we're going to Sky Scanner, draw a card, and then probably main phase Capture Sphere that Pyroling, just so that we can get in for another 4. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Capture Sphere that, keep them without creatures. Get in for 4, take them to 12. Game's back on our side. So we can't Epiphany our Riddle Form unless it's already activated. But interestingly, it would stay a 3/3 flyer. It would stay a 3/3 flyer, I think. Because it would copy the text on the card, and the card doesn't know that it's only supposed to be a 3/3 until end of turn. So I think we'd be okay there. I'll take 2. Maybe they have some prowess tricks. If so, good for them. But I'm not putting the Sky Scan. The Sky Scanners are a part of how we're going to win this game. And we may be copying a third one. Who knows? Because we don't have something else to copy with. This is why. Don't yell at me. This card's great. This is why I don't think this card is the gigantic... People said this card was Dream Trawler levels. I don't think it's Dream Trawler levels. Because if you don't have a good creature on your board, one of the very, 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 very good parts of this card is not there. This is a 6 mana, counter a spell, draw a card, bounce something, which is still fine. In fact, good. But you do have to have creatures to copy. If it copied opponent side too, I'd feel much happier. Then I would say possibly Dream Trawler level. Still probably not Dream Trawler level. But yeah, I think this card's only super duper mega fantastic and not busted mega insane. Go ahead, tear me apart. Yeah, we're going to bash in for 2 here and just hold up Epiphany. Hold up Epiphany and or Finishing Blow. Because if we get to Epiphany and bounce one of those fart wizards there, if you haven't seen the art, they're lighting their farts on fire. I don't think they actually are. I think he actually has a wand, but I think y'all know what it's supposed to be symbolizing. So we'll take 2. We're winning this race pretty handily. Oh, cast a creature, come on. All right, let's scry. Let's scry. There we go. Mountain? No, I don't want you. And we'll scry again. I don't want a swamp either. All right, 2 lands away. I like that quite a bit. We've already used Thrill, right? We have, and the Augur's gone, so no point in holding lands. Let's bash in for 2. We are still winning this race. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Okay. Hit me for 2. We're still winning the race. Just cast something. I want to counter it. Yeah, we'll counter a Mistral Singer. So we're going to counter a spell. We're going to bounce something. We're going to make a copy, and we're going to draw a card. So we're going to counter the Singer. We're going to bounce the Goblin. We're going to make a copy of a Sky Scanner, and I'm going to draw a card. And we're not going to make a Riddle Form. And we even get a scry. Actually, maybe we should have scried before that draw. That would have been the smart thing to do. But you're not here for the smart plays. I know why you're all here. I know why y'all are here. You're here for the entertaining hour-long games that we win on time. All right, so we're going to scry. This cancel is going to be pretty good. Hey, Waker. How's it going? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy moly, we get to keep up cancel. All right, let's bash in for 3. Let's drop the Waker. Boom, boom. And we've got cancel up. And I feel fairly okay here. So I think we're going to get a game 3. So let's just have game 3 go like this game did. This is not the Singer. Capture Sphere. Doesn't really matter. It's the Singer that we need to not exist because we need to be able to fly through. I'll gladly take 1. Okay. What is the card in your hand that's not Mistral Singer, friend? Hey, another Riddle Form. That turns that Riddle Form on. So they're actually dead here. If that card in their hand that's not a Mistral Singer. Wait. Oh, we countered the Mistral Singer. We countered the Mistral Singer. We bounced a token. Right. Okay. I think that worked. Unsubstantiate actually could have a play due to the fart wizards. Cancel did some work, though. Cancel did some real work. I think Arcanist might just not be doing enough for us. We haven't drawn it, so we haven't seen what it could do, but we've been pretty okay with all the draws. So let's take that out, put in the Unsubstantiate. Let's see if game 3 can go that well as well. Okay, same thing, kind of. We do have a 2-drop, and again, if we draw a land, which now is 81%, I think, for us to hit a land, then Skyscanner's on. We've got Waker if we get in trouble. We've got stuff. We got stuff. Mute our friend and their pet. Scry bottom? Bottom, yeah. No land, but a good 3-drop. Good 3-drop. They got their first Magmut down. Fair enough. There's the land that we need. Let's get Riddle Form down. And then... Freaking Rousing Read. Alright, so we need to find an answer to that. Otherwise, we're going to be taking a whole lot in the air real quick, like. So we're going to drop a Sky Scanner to try to draw more. Trying to find the Turn to Slag, a Capture Sphere, the other Capture Sphere, a Finishing Blow, although we'll need the land, an Unsubstantiate would work. We got options. Got options, just gotta find them. We might do Augur, just to, again, find options. We could Augur pitching Pitchburn Devils and something. That Pyroling could represent a problem. Yeah, let's Augur pitching the Devils. And maybe the cancel. We just can't cast it. No land. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Mistral Singer with Sky Scanner represents blocks, I guess. Could be in trouble, though. Could be in trouble. What's their clock at? Well, 17 minutes. They threw away a Frost Breath. Interesting. So they had no lands in hand? Thrill pitching a Sure Strike. Happy to see that out. They miss lands again? That could definitely play to us. But yeah, Rousing Read is really good. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. You're going to have to show me the trick here, for sure. Sure did. That's not a land. Alright, we're going to have to drop the Singer so that we can double block the Mutt. But we are in danger. We are in danger. If we get the Mutt down... we're still just in a whole heap of trouble. Capture Sphere is going to hurt. Yup. Our opponent's not having trouble, and we are. And it's going to be the end of the game, I believe. We're going to take a cool, crisp 4 here. Doesn't attack. Afraid of Shock. Interesting. Oh, okay. Has this cute combo that represents 1 more point of damage. That's cute. That's cute. We're going to pass the turn. We've got Reign of Revelation to turn on Riddle Form. And this is probably our best chance to get back into this. Because if the Riddle Form can surprise kill the Pyroling, then we may have a chance. Do you have something in hand? I'm gonna bet you do. Gonna bet you do. But yeah, we got mana screwed. It was still correct to do that keep. You know, we had 2 lands. It was highly likely we'd get our 3rd land. That Rousing Rate's going to be useful. Let's pitch the Spellgorger, the Magma. We're not going to have time to play the Magma, and so it's not going to be relevant. I'm going to put that in front of the Pyroling. Okay, 1 to me. Trade. Okay. If we can get that Magma down, and if they're not going to do anything else, we might have a chance. I just don't know how we're going to get that Magma down. Bounce my Sky Scanner. Gross. Okay, we've got 5 mana to work with. So that looks to me like a Sky Scanner, see what we can find. That is not an unsubstantiate. So then we drop a Riddle Form, and we hope they don't have a way to kill my Sky Scanner. Otherwise, we're toast. We're toast. All right, 1-1. 1-1. Very good mirror match. The Ghost Lights are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And Rousing Reed. You need early interaction. Our deck is definitely lacking Shocks and Dragonfires. If you are of the new era of players who has been told by various podcasts and such that Shock is bad, Shock was kind of bad in recent sets. Shock is not bad in this set. Shock is fantastic in this set. And you should be playing it and picking it. We're going to play first. Wise Old Owl, of course, has an owl, so we're going to mute them immediately, and we're going to keep this hand. Sorry, friend. You have now the 2nd most annoying pet. The wolf is the most annoying. Partly because you can't mute it currently due to a bug. Partly because it howls. Piercing howls. Fetid Imp. Okay, that card's annoying to play against. We're going to get some red mana available, even though it's not this turn. Zombie? Oh, please attack with that imp. Please attack with the imp. Oh, you coward. Some people get annoyed when I say you coward. You understand it's a joke, right? I'm not literally calling that person a terrible coward. We are going to... We're going to use all of our mana, and we're going to get Kinetic Augur down, and we're going to ditch the lands. We can find the rest of our black for our finishing blow, should we ever actually find it. Okay, opponent's not really pressuring us yet. Double Riddle Form is going to be decent if we can get rid of that imp. But getting rid of the imp is going to be the trick. We're going to drop the Spellgorger. And then may as well drop the Riddle Form. Get a counter on the Spellgorger. We're not going to attack with the Riddle Form. I'm not going to attack it into the Death Touch. Because 2/3/3 flyers is going to represent a huge amount of damage, so I want to protect them. No attacks with my 0/4. Blackguard, sure. Card's okay. It's not good. It's very filler, but it's okay. I've played it. 5 mana is where I start to get a little bit more scared with black-green. This represents a lot of removal. Represents Twin Blade Assassins. Represents a Deathbloom Salad and 2 mana up, I suppose. So many things. Woof. Alright, let's pass the turn. And get ready to do some scry and bounce shenanigans, I suppose. There's the Twin Blade. So what we're going to do is let that happen. Because I'm a coward. All right, let's scry. Finishing blow. We don't have the black. We're still going to draw it. We have 2 black sources, but I would have preferred if we had the black available. We still have a, whatchamacallit, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we still have a thrill. So I'm going to hold up this island for the time being. And we'll pass the turn. We may find ourselves in a situation where we have to like bounce that twin blade to stop them from drawing a card. I need the riddle forms to really start going. So they're just going to pass the turn. So they missed a land drop. We get to scry. Turn to slag. Yeah, I can work with the turn to slag. We can kill the twin blades. Kill the twin blades, attack in with a pair of riddle forms. Sure. Sure. So take action, take action. We'll drop the land so that we have unsubstantiate up. And let's come on in for 6. Good bit of damage there. Good bit of damage. Another land. So they have 2 non-lands in hand because they didn't play one last turn. They're representing, they're going to Hunter's Edge. Yeah, we're going to unsubstantiate that Deathbloom Thallid. Keeping our Augur alive and making it a 2/4. And winning the game. Rage quit the match. Rage quit the match. It happens sometimes. Oh, they rage quit the match. I didn't actually expect them to. I hoped, but I never truly expected them to. We did it. We 2-1. We 2-1 with a blue-red and a finishing blow. Yeah, this format. I like it. I like it a fair bit. It's my kind of Magic. I feel rewarded for reading signals between evenly powered cards that go in a multitude of different decks. I don't have to jump into a lane and draft just that lane. I don't have to draft just one deck or else I'm massively handicapped in the draft. I'm really enjoying it. So you're going to see a fair bit of this, Spikey Saturdays, Twitch streams, etc. Let me know how you're going along with it. I know some people aren't enjoying it so far, but let me know. Let me know your experiences. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. You can find me at patreon.com/Leek if you want to help out there. Patrons absolutely keep the channel going. And you can go to inkedgaming.com/Leek if you're going to buy anything from them, a playmat, etc. And that would help me out quite a bit. But yeah, like, share, subscribe is the easiest way, and let me know anything you want to let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.